September 7th, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 1. It's time for the trial. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. No, that's not supposed to. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. I can't help but do the English accent. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. You know it's a clock, Judge. You were there the last time. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the... Floor plans, the murder scene, the Fay and Cole officers. Now, Detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony, Maya Fay's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at this very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Right, let's give this a try. Something the matter? Nope, Your Honor, I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Cross-examination, Maya Fay's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Hold it there! Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't you play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed, not sure it did much though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Hold it! How do you know there weren't 3? How long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So tell us who the 2 people who you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With the fucky hippie hair and your spiky hair, clothes, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She's pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why did you do that? Why is that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. I can't see a single contradiction in there. I'll just have to take my advice and press him on anything suspicious. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Did you? In 3 minutes? Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer. hold it. This witness account. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. You did it correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? Yeah, you did. I heard you say it. You didn't say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honour, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honour. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on the piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was a blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence! Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honour, why didn't you testify about the vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm a real embarrassed and I forgot about it, Your Honour, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defence may begin its cross-examination. Just got to press about every single thing. And did you find any evidence? No, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen. I'm getting to the good part. I've got a bad feeling about this. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. What's a memo? Just because you find it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants? Who? The killer. The killer. Anyone can see that. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. On it, the word Maya was clearly in blood. Maybe it says something else. Do you have any proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Uh-oh. You sound pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results showed that blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Well, no, what kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind of, well, I hear they take the little bits in the blood, the hemoglobins, hemoglobin bobbin. I refuse to testify in this matter, pal. I'm not expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honour, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah. I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Oh, mess. Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. What have I got on the record? I got her death at 9 PM. I got a phone call. Which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Haha, nice try. Uh-oh, I guess I wasn't too hard to see what I was going to get out there. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's names? Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about the reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there! The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order! I think that's right. That's right, what he said. That's his whole testimony. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradicting. Crap. That didn't go so well. I don't get what I can... She died at 9 o'clock. This is conversation. Death was instantaneous. Thank you, Godspeed. You're a genius, Godspeed. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. She's dead. Dead people can't write notes. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. No shit. Mr. Wright. Beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? Second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. You faked that! I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. He's ugly and he smells! No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. May. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Don't bow, you bum. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Definitely not innocent. Witness, your name please. April May, at your service. Teehee, wink. Bro, this is a courtroom. Act properly. This lady, man. Order, an introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aww, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. I hate that I just did that sound. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, like, in my hotel room, teehee. I checked in right after lunch. This hotel is directly across from the offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to court about what you saw. Witness account. Witness testimony. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she called up to her and She hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bit. See, wink. Stop winking! He said no wanton winking. Well, Your Honour, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honour. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. A cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. It was like 9 at night, I looked out the window, you know. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expected to see something? Oh, well, gee. What, that's it? She can't get out of this question that easily? I sort of, you know... I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder this one. Go for it! Let's see how far I can remember this. Sure, you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Bro, stop it! Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. Oh, they're all on the girl's side. The poor girl. Order. Damn, that was instant order. He's got magic gavel. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl. What about poor me? You look out the window, what did you see next? Then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The poor woman with long hair, that was Mia Fay. Slender, sort of, well, some might say pretty if that's your thing. The person attacking her? The one attacking her was the martyr girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There's only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honour. That's right. I question the testimony. Hold it on a minute. Testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. You're lying. You saw nothing? Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me about... Because I'm clueless about this, I mean... Okay, if you had really witnessed my claim, if you'd have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Damn, we got her. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed the way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honour. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? We got her. What? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honour. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Stop winking! Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had it. Witness's account. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with the weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the kind of statuey clock, the thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee. How do you know it was a clock? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Yeah, I'm going straight for that clock. Hold it right there! A clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, lawyer. You can't win them all. No, I have a feeling I want to something now. Bam! Objection! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Shut up, lady! You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Don't object to me. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course you will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection again! But questions are all I have, Your Honour. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained! You may continue to question the witness. Thank you, Mr. Judge. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time. You were all the way across the street. So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co? No? Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fay & Co where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honour. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honour, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly just take a look right now? Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honour? It is as the defence says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Ha ha! Objection! Got you! Stupid lady. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? Because as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Huh, that is true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That is exactly what happened, Your Honour. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is this phone. Take that! Take it! Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Thank you. Woohoo, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order, order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. That's right, you can't prepare for this with your dirty ways. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember his up for evaluation. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clock word out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 AM. The morning. Got it. Take that indeed! Your Honour, I think this makes it clear the clock was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Hee hee. Wink. So the witness has seen it before, that would make sense. Does the defense any objections to this? Yes! Because it's not a store-bought clock. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. The clock itself? Made by 90 bucks. Take it! It's simple. This clock was never in any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. The one that isn't in here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for the better excuse. Damn! Got her! Oh, excuse is not on sale today. What the hell's going on in the middle there? Jeez. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Bruh, she turned ugly. Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Silly me. Die like lose it. Yeah, you did. I guess I did. Tee wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. She went bloody super saiyan. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does this defense have an opinion on this behaviour? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honour. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon of the clock was because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honour. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. It's this wiretap! Take it! Take it to the bank! Have a look at this! I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Your Honour, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure it is. Objection overruled. Troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the fourth weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is the same phone call. Take it! Take it to the bank! I present the defendant's sold phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to from me for. Again, what is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honour, this is ridiculous. Your Honour, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defence demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May! Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! Oh, she called him a lawyer, the worst insult. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it, the court's seen the real Miss April May now. Fake crier. Not to deal the final blow. She didn't do it, but she helped. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defence's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove that you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone? Ha! Let's see you pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Alright, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. Just like your soul, woman. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. I wasn't saying she murdered her. I'm saying she's lying. She can't be held accountable and trusted for her testimony. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I take Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the weapon wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy. Then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. Thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty from Miss Maya Fay. Well, I'm not calling her that is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? I think we have to accept, right? Question. I'll accept it. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have done that. Very well, the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Who is... Master Wayne? Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. He even brought the teapot. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness will begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Mr. Testimony, Miss May's room service. I'm the head bellboy at the Fine Great Water Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest Miss May. She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest Miss May herself. I see. Defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, May will be finished.